Hi folks, Andy C here for my latest video blog. Also remember to check out my Instagram page as well, fueled by Scott's Oats, because I like porridge oats. So, just back there from the Bodypower Expo over the weekend there with the British Natural Bodybuilding Federation. The BNBF had its first qualifier of the year there. We also had a stall there from Friday right through to Sunday, so I got to meet up with all the other folk from BNBF that take part backstage and help run all the shows, as well as all the other competitors, judges, friends and things like that. So really the extended family of the BNBF, and I mean that when I say extended family, because a lot of these people are really sort of good friends of mine as well. So always great to catch up with these people as well, and nice to see some new faces, people showing some interest in competing in natural bodybuilding as well, which is great for something like the BNBF to be at something like Bodypower, because it means that it's maybe inspiring the next generation of people to perhaps go down the natural route, or say potentially see what is achievable without drugs, and they might decide to again try to do their sport without drugs in future. Because I think a lot of people actually at the Bodypower going around didn't know that such thing existed. So again, a real feather in the cap for the BNBF to have a stall there, have a booth, meet lots of new people, and then maybe get some new competitors to take part in natural bodybuilding and really grow the sport. The show itself on the Sunday went really well by all accounts. So feedback I got from the competitors taking part in the show was that they really enjoyed it. They thought it was really good. They loved the big screens on the stage, so there was 3 big screens around showing the stuff. They loved the geezers, and then the BNBF did a great job as well, setting up all the extra lighting for the show on the Sunday as well, and they also helped out the PCA with a little bit of that as well. So run really well, really slick, and well done to James Pointer for winning the overall. Big congratulations to him. It's a guy who has got 3 brothers in total, another 2 brothers who are also very good bodybuilders. So Tom and Chris Pointer. So he'll be pleased to break his duck and now be an overall champion like his brother Chris. So I guess the pressure's now on Tom to try and win an overall title. I think he's competing at the Scottish. So James is coming from great pedigree, but the thing about James is he works really hard. He comes to all the BNBF clubs, gets advice with his posing, gets help with his training, his diet, and then after the show as well, even though he'd won the overall, he's still asking for feedback, seeing how he could be potentially better. And when you talk to him, you get the impression that he knows that by all means he should be humble, and that he's still got a long way to go, and he's not getting ahead of himself. He knows that there's still a job to do going forward for the British finals, to try and potentially take the middleweight class going forward, which is sure to be super competitive. So again, show went great. We're really pleased with that. I was responsible for doing all the drug testing, but the little parts that I did see, they looked really well run, and it looked really good. Looked like a lot of people had a lot of fun. So that was the show. Obviously I was still on a diet when I was out there, so stuck to that over the weekend. I probably walked around a little bit more than I normally would. So I mean, I don't know how many steps I normally do. What did we say? 10,000 steps is considered what we should be trying to put in on a healthy day. Well, I probably walked significantly more than that, just walking around an expo hall, setting things up and helping people out with the BNBF show and the stand and things like that, and going back and forth with my sponsors, Extreme Nutrition, and spending some time on that stall as well. The diet, managed to stick to it. It was a great help actually that Vicky, who organised the hotel with us, who runs the BNBF, she brought with her a cool box that you could plug in, which is basically like a big fridge, because our rooms never had a fridge in it. So in future, a top tip for anyone travelling away, maybe get yourself one of these plug-in cool boxes if you want to stick to your diet plan over the course of the weekend. Things like 6-pack bags and stuff like that are great for your meal prep, but they're only really good for one day. So if you can take a fridge with it, and then you can prepare all your food for days and go from there. I also brought my own microwave, and Dave, who I was sharing with, brought his own air fryer. So we basically had a kitchen in our hotel room set up, so it was really easy to stick to the diet over the course of the weekend as well. Probably the hotel won't do happy with that, but it's always best to ask for forgiveness, we say, than ask for permission for that sort of thing. So yeah, managed to stick to the diet from there. I mean, eating healthy at somewhere like the Bodypower Expo probably wouldn't be that much of an issue as well. There's lots of stalls and things like that there that you can get yourself healthy meals, stuff like that during your prep. But I just wanted to stick to my diet and eat the food as I always eat, just so that there's no deviation or anything like that at all. And that I knew that any changes in my body were probably down to the extra cardio that I was walking around, rather than say being a lack of food or anything like that. Also managed to train, so we were in at Emporium Gym, and that place was crazy. Tell you, I don't think I've ever been in a gym in my life that was as busy as that. There must have been about 300 plus people rocking about in there at any one time. They had a DJ set up who was blasting out tunes, and then there were just so many people you couldn't move. So I trained legs, and I think I must have been about the only person in the place training legs. So basically I had the squat racks to myself, and there was no one in the place training it at all. So make of that what you want. I mean, maybe people were thinking that it's a weekend and we don't train legs and we don't want to be sore walking around the Bodypower Expo, or maybe people just don't like training legs. But certainly I do. So I put in a decent effort. Squatted, I got a 210 for a double, then I did a 220 for a single. So strength's pretty good. Still no problems with that falling off at all. And then on the Saturday I trained shoulders. Did that with Robert Waterhouse and with Dave K. So that was good fun. I did some push press first. I worked up to 120, and then I came through and I did some other exercises with those guys, some lat raises, rear delts, and then we did some triceps. My triceps were killing me, I tell you. Did some behind the neck sort of pressing stuff that I normally don't do, and it's done my abs in as well, so it's clearly an effective exercise as well. So yeah, that was really good fun. I'll say this though about training. I don't know if it was just because there was lots of tourists there and they were just all relaxing, having a good time, but the amount of people taking selfies and filming themselves and taking their tops off and stuff like that, Jesus, I mean, it was obscene. The business of bodybuilding really is the business of training. So what you do in the gym has the biggest impact on your physique. And in some people, I mean, they're trying to promote themselves, they're trying to monetize themselves. I mean, and there's nothing wrong with that. But as soon as your self-promotion starts to encroach on your training, and it starts to affect the ability for you to get a decent work in, and surely at that point you're losing the ability to have a physique that's going to be, or rather your physique is not going to be quite as good as it otherwise could be. And even if you are trying to monetize yourself, surely at the end of the day, if you're trying to inspire people or you're trying to promote yourself, your physique is what does the talking. So if you spend your time doing selfies, taking videos and stuff like that, and you've got no intensity in your training, then you're going to have no physique. Okay, so maybe sometimes it's worth focusing a little bit more on your training, being a little bit more intense, putting the phone down, and just focusing on the business of bodybuilding, as I say, which is training. Okay folks, so that concludes my video for today. I hope you enjoyed watching it. Any questions or anything like that, leave them in the comments section below, and I'll see if I can get down to them on the next video that I put together. Thanks for watching.